welcome back to Fitnix in the Kitchen. I am trying a fun little recipe that I saw online. It is basically you're cutting out the bread and cooking your egg inside and then putting that piece back on like a little sandwich. So couple things, I'm making it my own and so can you. So for instance, I'm using carbonate bread. If you haven't heard of it, it is basically way lower on carbs, definitely better digestive wise. It is actually higher in protein, higher in fiber. For instance, this one piece of bread is 80 calories, 9 grams of carbs, but only 2 net carbs because 7 of those grams is fiber and 7 grams of protein, which is pretty insane for bread. So for these 2 pieces of bread, 160 calories, 14 grams of protein. So I'm going to get things started here. For those of you that don't know, I like to use coconut oil for like pretty much all of my oils and fats for everything I do. So I'm just going to warm up this pan. There we go. So put a little coconut oil there, warm things up. And I'm going to cut out the squares. So the cool thing that I thought about this was you can make this totally your own. You can use eggs, you can use egg whites, you can put veggies and spinach and whatever kind of peppers, mushrooms, onions, you can put cheese in it, you know, whatever you really like. So you can totally make it your own, which I love. I'm keeping things really simple here. And I'm just doing eggs and bacon with a little bit of roasted red pepper and garlic seasoning. So I've cut out the square. I'm keeping this because I'm going to put it back on later. So also with carbonate bread, it's very natural, just like any other bread. So you may need to freeze it so it lasts longer. I freeze it because I don't eat bread that often. But when I do, this is definitely the bread I use. I freeze it and then I just take it out and usually I'll toast it. For this, I just kind of took it out and let it thaw for a little bit because it was frozen. So whatever you need to do to kind of make sure it's soft, because you need it to be soft to be able to cut these little squares out. You can cut out circles instead of squares. You can make a star. You can make it fun. Make these for the kids. You know, whatever you want to do, this is like the coolest thing I've ever seen. So I'm super excited to try this. And like I said, I'm being super simple. I have a couple eggs, some little bacon bits. These are real bacon bits, by the way. I love it. If you don't eat meat, don't eat them. It's fine. And then I have roasted red pepper and garlic, one of my favorite seasonings. So again, this is like super quick, easy. I would probably shred a little bit of cheese so it's like melted and it sticks better, but I'm not doing that, so hopefully it still holds. But you know, I don't eat a lot of cheese. I try to kind of avoid it. As much as I love cheese, I just don't eat it that much. It does not respond well for the body. It does cause a lot of inflammation in the body, so I try to avoid that. All right, so my coconut oil is just about all melted there. Pretty warm. I'd go kind of like medium to high because I want the eggs to cook fairly fast. But I'm going to put these in the pan right beside each other. We're going to crack the egg. All right, so eggs are in the little squares that I made. I'm going to sprinkle some bacon bits in there. And then I'm going to put the squares back on. All right, so we're going to let it cook. I don't know if you can see that. We're going to let it cook a little bit like that. So I forgot to season the eggs. I'm going to lift those little squares, put a little seasoning in there. Again, maybe you're a salt and pepper kind of person. That's okay. Whatever you like. Like I said, you can make this your own, which is what I found so enticing about this. I'm very excited to try this. All right, so it's starting to cook. I'll give you a nice little close up there. But as you can see, I did not make those squares big enough. So I would cut the square out almost the size of the bread. I've only made things like this where like I cut a big circle in the bread and then cook the egg inside. I've done that like a bunch. I really, really enjoy that. So when I saw this, I was like, this looks so fun. All right. But this is how you learn. You try things. All right, I think it's just about time to flip it over. So that actually took really good. So look at that. Cute little eggs, all ready to go. All right, I'm gonna cook the other side for a couple minutes there. And then it is ready to eat. So again, make this your own. You can obviously cut bigger squares, or you can cut a circle or a star. If you're making it for kids, you can make it fun. Eggs, egg whites, spinach, peppers, mushroom, onions, cheese, whatever you want to put in it, asparagus, whatever your taste buds, or if you want to switch it up, or whatever you got in the fridge. Right now, I don't have a lot of vegetables in the fridge. All right, so I think they're all ready to go here. Again, super excited. This is a fun little way that you can basically eat it like a sandwich. And the egg is all in there. This is fantastic. I'd love to see your versions, what you put in and how you make yours. But comment below what you want to see next and how you enjoyed your egg in toast.